So today's talk is just on collagen decoded and the effect that this then has on your skin, joints and healthy aging. So hopefully after today you'll understand better what collagen is, why it declines and how to replace it intelligently. So there's a lot of hype and confusion out there, a lot of different products. People also don't understand why collagen is so relevant. And then finally, how to choose between all these different kinds of products that are out there on the market. So why does collagen matter? It does because it's the most abundant protein in the human body. An emphasis on protein, please remember that. So it makes up 30 to 35% of your total body protein. If you look at a picture of your cartilage, you'll see that it is a type of a structural scaffold or biological glue when it comes to your cartilage. It also constitutes 70% of your cartilage. So what does collagen do in your body? It supports skin firmness and elasticity, joint cushioning and movement, tendons, ligaments, recovery, and your gut lining integrity. So why do we lose collagen? So from our mid-20s, collagen starts reducing at 1% per year due to natural aging, UV exposure. This is very important. So the sun doesn't just make you age faster, it actually depletes your collagen as well. Inflammation and illness, especially the illnesses that are characterized by low-grade inflammation, stress, poor sleep, active lifestyles, high training loads, people that take part in strenuous exercise also have a higher chance of getting osteoarthritis one day. And what is the results? How would you know that your collagen has depleted? You start noticing wrinkles, you have joint stiffness, slower recovery, and weaker connective tissue. So how does collagen work in the body? The first key principle to remember is that the body is not able to absorb collagen as a whole because collagen is a large complex protein. So what does the body do instead? So the collagen is broken down into smaller amino acids and peptides. So what is amino acids? They are the smallest building blocks of protein, and a few of them together. Peptides are short chains of amino acids put together, and then obviously you have the proteins, which are large complex molecules that are made of long chains of amino acids as well. So these act as signals and building blocks, so the body is able to form new collagen where it is needed most. So most collagen supplements work indirectly, supplying the signals and the raw materials for your body to rebuild it. So collagen needs help. To build the collagen optimally, your body needs vitamin C, zinc, copper, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. Vitamin C is the critical one, but does that now mean if you ingest collagen without vitamin C, it's not going to be effective? That is not only if you have something like scurvy or severe deficiencies. The majority of normal people do have enough vitamin C that's circulating that they can use for building this collagen. So the collagen types, important types, there are 28 types of collagen, but it's the three that matter the most that I've put on the slide. Type 1, this is very prevalent in the majority of the collagen supplements out there. What is the main role? It's there for strength and firmness. Where do you find it? In your skin, bones, tendons. Type 2, this is for shock absorption. It's mainly found in your cartilage and joints. And then type 3, elasticity and repair. And this is in your skin, gut, blood vessels. Oral collagen, the internal approach. So how does these collagen supplements work? They support the body from the inside by supplying these raw materials and the biological signals that we need to build the collagen, but not all collagen supplements work the same, and there are so many different ones out there, so it's actually nice if you have a guide on how to evaluate them. Hydrolyzed collagen peptides are collagen protein that have been treated by enzymatic reaction to be broken down into smaller peptide chains to improve the digestion and the absorption as well. The reason why it should be hydrolyzed is so that we can actually digest and absorb it, to reduce the molecular size and to increase the solubility. There are two types, marine and bovine. Marine is a source of type 1, which is focused on your skin. Bovine is the most common one. This is type 1 and type 3, also very much focused on your skin and structure as well. So hydrolyzed collagen is also rich in glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, which is critical for collagen synthesis. So the benefits of taking this type of collagen: it increases skin elasticity and hydration, reduction in fine lines and wrinkles, joint comfort. It assists your tendons as well as your bone matrix support. Very important. These results are gradual and cumulative, and people used to need to take it for quite a while and daily as well to see the benefits. So the amino acids, why do they matter? So collagen is rich in glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. All of them have got to do with your skin and structural stability. And most collagens are incomplete proteins, but they supply the proteins that are seen as the structural amino acids, not the ones involved with muscle building. So collagen's value lies in its unique amino acid dominance, not muscle building amino acids. That's why when you evaluate your collagen supplement, especially the powders, looking at the amino acid composition is quite important. So eggshell membrane, what is this? This is that small little membrane between the outside of the egg and the inside of the egg. That same protective role that it has in the egg, it has for us as well. So what makes it different? It's not chemically modified at all. It's not hydrolyzed, so that is why it's a source of unhydrolyzed collagen. It mimics collagen as it exists in the body. It contains more sources of collagen as well as elastin, hyaluronic acid, glucosamine, and chondroitin, and the absorption is very good as well. They've done some absorption studies in cockatoo cells showing that you need a much lower dosage as well for efficacy. So why is eggshell membrane so unique? Because it supports your joints, your skin, your tendons, your ligaments. It's got different studies substantiating the effects in all those categories as well. It contains all 9 amino acids. It works as an all-in-one solution, one little capsule that you can take, either 300 to 500 milligrams. It's vegetarian friendly, so if you're looking for a collagen source that will help you for your skin, with your joints, your tendons, eggshell membrane might just be that. And the nice thing as well is because it's unhydrolyzed, it absorbs very well. So what is native collagen or undenatured collagen? One of the trademarks out there is called UC2. So this is a different type of collagen. This is not absorbed at all. It's got a completely different mechanism of action. They call it oral tolerance. So what it does is it works directly on the chondrocytes in your cartilage and puts them into repair mode. If you want to visually imagine this, think about your cartilage as a road and it having some potholes in it, and then this native collagen is like the little workers that go and clean up the potholes and fill them up again. You need a very, very low dosage of this, 40 milligrams daily. It was actually a drug discovery for rheumatoid arthritis by a dad trying to help his daughter. Very, very good for joint pains and to preserve joint function as well. I've even seen some studies where healthy individuals that take part in exercise take native collagen and they do recover faster and less incidence of knee pain and related joint issues. Then I just added in a slide on gelatin and bone broth because there's a lot of people that would say to me, well, I just take gelatin, or what about bone broth? Both of them are very beneficial. Gelatin, let's start with that, is heat-treated collagen. This is more food-based. It's useful for your gut and connective tissue, but very variable in terms of the collagen content and the amino acids. The same with the bone broth. As I said, variable collagen content. It's supportive, it's not therapeutic. You can't compare either one of these two to the amount of specialized amino acids and peptides that you would get from a collagen powder or even a collagen supplement containing something like eggshell. So which collagen should you choose? So if you are worried about wrinkles and hydration of your skin, then I would go for eggshell membrane, even hydrolyzed collagen peptides. If you want a simple solution, eggshell membrane might be for you. It's a little capsule, one a day, usually so, and it actually targets quite a wide variety of issues. Joint pain, eggshell membrane, along with native collagen, that combination is very, very powerful, and especially also if you want to prevent future issues. Tendons and ligaments, eggshell membrane, they work specifically on the tendons. Active lifestyle, you actually need all three of them. I would go for collagen peptides, eggshell membrane, as well as native collagen, because they all have different mechanisms of action in the body. So some important clarifications. The first one, bovine collagen is not vegetarian. The source is cowhide and connective tissue, source of type 1 and type 3 collagen. Eggshell membrane is vegetarian. Marine collagen is pescatarian, and that there is no true vegan collagen currently because plants do not produce collagen. Products labeled as vegan collagen are usually collagen builders that support the body's own collagen production, while true collagen comes from animal sources such as bovine, marine, or eggshell membrane. And then just to put it into perspective, so the three types of collagen that you get that actually do contain true collagen is bovine, marine, and eggshell. And the bovine absorption is good, marine is even faster, and then the eggshell membrane has got the best absorption because it's signal based. So the first thing people usually say is, how do you evaluate hydrolyzed collagen? These are typically all these different powders that are on the market. What makes one better than another one? So there's usually 4 criteria that you use to evaluate your powder or your hydrolyzed collagen. So the first one is protein content. So hydrolyzed collagen is essentially a protein powder. What to look for? Percentage protein, not the scoop size. Typical range is 70 to 90%. Premium is 95 to 96%. This matters because you want the highest quantity of protein. Otherwise, you can take 10 grams and have a much lower amino acid dosage, because remember we said this is the building blocks. That's what you want. It works via nutrient supply, so the more nutrients you get, the better the effect would be. Then the second important factor is the amino acid profile. This is a type of a yardstick as well. A high quality collagen is glycine rich. It's, remember, not your BCAAs. We're not busy with bodybuilding now. So the key amino acids, glycine, this is usually in the vicinity of 30%, proline, hydroxyproline, and then there's some alanine and arginine in there as well for recovery. Usually the molecular weight is also very important because especially with hydrolyzed collagen, this affects the absorption, and you need to make sure that the more you absorb, the better the effect would be. Standard peptides are 2,000 to 5,000 Daltons. If they're highly optimized, it's around 1,000 Daltons, and the absorption would be much better. Smaller peptides absorb better, and faster absorption is quicker, or actually better results as well. So the fourth aspect is source and processing, quality over marketing. So we already said that there are 3 sources. Bovine, this is predominantly type 1 and type 3 collagen. Marine is type 1. Chicken cartilage or the native collagen is type 2. So what really matters is knowing, because remember hydrolyzed collagen also goes through that enzymatic hydrolysis process, so you want to make sure that that whole process is clean, that they're not using solvents and heavy metals, and that there are residues of those still present in your powder, because remember you are taking grams, and then good taste and solubility. So something important is more collagen doesn't mean better collagen. If it has a better amino acids profile or smaller Daltons, it could be that you could be getting more sometimes you might have to, if the protein content is lower, you might have to take more to get equal to somebody else taking a lower dosage. I just want to add here that most of the reputable companies on the market do use good collagen sources, but it's just interesting to know how somebody from a R&D point of view would evaluate the raw materials in terms of deciding which ones to use. So why is eggshell membrane different? Well, it's different because it's a biologically intact connective tissue matrix. It's not just a source of collagen protein or amino acids as the hydrolyzed collagen. So most of the hydrolyzed collagen, what it does is just feeds the body the building blocks that it needs to make the collagen, where the eggshell membrane actually works by communicating with the body. It contains a whole matrix, so more ingredients. It's not just a single ingredient. It naturally contains native collagen, type 1, 5, 9, elastin, hyaluronic acid, chondroitin. So all of this works together in the natural ratios as you find it in the egg. And then this is also very well absorbed. You need a much lower dosage. From that perspective, it's ideal for people that want simplicity and that want to take one capsule. It's also very versatile. Studies ranging from skin, your joints, your tendons, and then also if you want to take something that's quite clean, where there's not a lot of chemicals involved, this would be a great ingredient for you. This is not processed by hydrolysis. There's no chemicals involved in this whole process. It's just the eggshell membrane that gets dried and then gets filled into the capsules. But yeah, like I said, one capsule is equal to 200 eggs, so you'd have to eat a lot of eggs to get enough eggshell membrane. So how to choose the optimal collagen as well? Look at the protein percentage, the amino acid profile, the peptide size, Dalton's. Remember, the smaller it is, the better it absorbs. Source and processing. This now is personal preference, what your source would be. And structure versus the whole matrix. Structure is like your hydrolyzed collagen peptides. It gives you the building blocks, where the whole matrix is, for instance, your eggshell membrane with all those other constituents. Now a slide on collagen support, which is vegan and sustainable. Aldactive Collage is a vegan collagen stimulating technology. It's derived from microalgae, sourced amino acids and spermidine, and it stimulates the skin's natural production of collagen type 1 and 3. It supports visible plumpness and firmness, and it's clinically proven to give you an immediate skin plumping effect within 10 minutes and improve firmness and elasticity after 4 weeks. So why does collagen creams not work? Because collagen is a very large molecule. It cannot penetrate the skin barrier. It sits on the surface and only offers temporary hydration. It does not stimulate your skin's own collagen. So what is the breakthrough? A smarter approach to collagen. The skin needs small building blocks, not whole collagen, and these actually penetrate the skin and supports collagen rebuilding from within. So the proof, the 10 minutes effect. So this is the stuff that people usually don't believe. So these results were measured 10 minutes after a single application at an inclusion of 3%. And what we were seeing is not just collagen filling lines or sitting on the surface. The immediate wrinkle reduction there, you can see 13.7%, comes from rapid hydration and skin tightening. The 24.9 increase in hydration reflects real water binding in the stratum corneum, and the 31.4% boost in radiance is through the light reflection from a better skin structure. That's why the skin looks better fast, but importantly, it doesn't stop there. With continued use, we see firmer skin within 7 days, stronger skin barrier, and true long-term wrinkle reduction. So this is not cosmetic camouflage or a silicone trick. This is dermal nutrition, feeding the skin the exact amino acid and peptides it needs to function better. So why does this matter? Why is Collage different? It's not topical collagen sitting on the skin. It delivers absorbable amino acids. It activates skin own collagen production, and you have instant visible results and long-term skin repair. And in one sentence, Collagen doesn't add collagen to the skin. It teaches the skin how to make its own again. So the best is a two-pronged strategy. Take orally for long-term repair. It gives you systemic support, and topical as well for faster results and local skin action where you do need it. So the final take-home message, collagen loss is inevitable. Replacing it is strategically powerful, especially because you start losing it from your mid-20s. Eggshell membrane is the most complete ingredient that you get in terms of collagen sources. And then using oral and topical together, you can get the best results. So one is systemic, the other one would give you the support where you actually need it. And understanding collagen and which ones to take actually puts you back in control of aging.